Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for November 14th. We're looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. I've drawn some lines here. Let's drop down to the 4-hour time frame. This is what I like to call a Windows trade. We have a low that's been created here after a strong surge to the upside. I am looking for a sell at 80.09 and looking for it to come on down to 79.63. Do realize we have a 0-0 level entering closer to that than not. So you may want to go to a quick break even when we hit the 80.00 level so that you ensure that it continues to the downside. I know that's really tight, but nonetheless looking for it to drop down here. Now from a pip perspective, just to show you what that looks like, we have a short right here using about a 20 pip stop loss on this one, 20, 21, and looking to gain 45, more than a 2-to-1 risk to reward on this one. So definitely look for this to hit in the US-Japanese yen pair. Now let's talk about ranges for today, or for this next session. We have potential for it to go up as high as 80.91, possibly down to 79.10. Look for some resistance to the upside around 80.50, and look for some support to the downside around 79.75. Now, the Euro-USD pair closed higher during this last session. I do believe it's headed still to the downside, or at very least starting to move sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 128.30, possibly as low as 126.49. Look for some resistance around 128.15, and look for some support around 126.75. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair is moving to the downside, closed lower, trending in that direction. However, it could, on a reversal, go as high as 159.49, possibly as low as 157.65. Look for some resistance to the upside around 158.95, and look for some support around 158.00. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed down during this last session. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9513, possibly as low as 0.9384. Look for some resistance around 0.9495, and look for some support around 0.9415. Now we do have news announcements to go over. I didn't go over those earlier, but we do have some significant news announcements to deal with. The Germany's putting out their domestic product numbers. Of course, that will affect the euro. Year to date, they're showing a drop from 1.0% down to 0.8%. Then we have the Eurozone releasing their consumer price index core for October. Consensus on that one is that it's dropped just a little bit from 2.6 down to 2.5%. That's being released at 5 a.m. Eastern. The German domestic product numbers are being released at 2 a.m. Eastern. Then a little bit later in the day at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we have the U.S. Consumer Price Index. They're showing a slight increase from 2.0% up to 2.1%. Okay, well that pretty much wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.